Hello there everyone. I am filming this video at the height of the full moon in Scorpio. A very crucial time for me because I have the sun in Scorpio and the moon in Taurus. I've just laid out my spread, which I'll share just a snippet with you in a moment. But really this video is actually my last offering, at least at this point in time, with regards to my tower journey. Obviously it's ongoing, but at some point I have to wrap it up so I can upload this damn thing. I do believe that the fog is beginning to fade. Is it the full moon in Scorpio? Perhaps. But things... Well, I was about to say things seem to be coming to light, and that's exactly what a full moon is about. So with regards to my tower experience, as you know, I pulled down my healing room. When I say pulled down, I mean I collapsed my table. I removed, basically I put everything in the center of the floor, and I ended up blending my personal space with my healing space. However, it certainly isn't something that I set out to do. As I reflect on my tower journey thus far, I can honestly say it wasn't all darkness. It wasn't bad, but it certainly came with its challenges along the way, most of which was just uncertainty. Most of the challenges most of the challenges grew out of the fact that I couldn't see. This was me. I look at this print every day. It's so meaningful. Exactly that. I'm on the path. I know I'm there. I can see the boundaries, the beautiful trees. I feel protected by those trees. And you know what? There is a light. There is actually a light at the end of this tunnel, but it remains foggy. It remains uncertain. So it's like a hermit journey. And I know it's okay not to see every detail. And I know that, or I feel a certain I feel assured. Put it that way. I feel assured that I am to continue forward, not turn right, not go back. So it is on that path I shall remain. So all in all, I did my utmost to remain aware and open to what unfolded before me as this journey continued. Because keep in mind, this started early last year. I did my best to stay out of my own way. I was very conscious of that. I did my best to embrace new concepts that appeared seemingly out of the blue. So I did my utmost to honor that relentless drive that I had, that I felt deep inside, to deconstruct this physical platform that I created for myself, that I call my healing room, my setup. And according to the tower, that was no longer viable, apparently. Well, certainly not in its current form as it was. But most importantly, I did my utmost to allow, because what's the point of holding back or opposing the tower energy? So I thought the best thing I can do is just step back and observe this process as a whole. So has my tower trek reached a state of equilibrium? Somewhat. Yeah, somewhat, for sure. Is this play over? No. No, I don't think so at all. And what adds to the intrigue is that the Scorpio moon was upon me as I reshuffled this whole arrangement. And here it is in full bloom now. And this is the first day I've actually really, no, yesterday, it began yesterday, I'll be honest with you, that I really began to feel a sense of joy. So, yes, I felt a clear-cut appetite for significant change, both physically and energetically and mentally. And I felt no need to oppose that drive, to be totally honest with you, you know, as far as pulling everything apart. And it still amazes me when I think, well, hang on, that's my healing room, that's my livelihood. But it felt right, so why hamper that exercise? Why put up a defensive shield when it's just meant to be? Because you know, even though it's challenging, you know in your heart of hearts, you know, it's the right way. So again, it takes me back to this print. There I am, walking forwards into no man's land, but walk forwards I must. And the only other thing I'll add before I go is there is no room for complacency here. I think, again, you could kind of go, yep, there's a light up there and I'll just kind of get there when I'm ready. No, I do still feel that push from the Tower card. So I'll let you know where I end up when I know what the hell it is or where. Anyway, I need to end this now. I just wanted to say to the people that took the time to watch my videos, thank you so very, very much. I really appreciate you taking this journey with me, and I hope you do get a sense of my intent, because it really is about my personal journey with tarot. And, you know, that's what Pathways and Possibilities is about. Now, before I go, I'll just say this very quickly. Don't worry, I'm not going to start another story. But I was shuffling away there, this beautiful deck, Vision Quest Tarot, and 3 cards flew out as I was shuffling. So I ended up placing them back in the deck, you know, in thirds, like as far away from each other as I possibly could. 2 rifle shuffles, then another overhand shuffle, and then I picked from the cards that were spread out on the floor all over the place. I just picked randomly, and the 3 cards that popped out came out here. First house, the house of I. Second house, the house of values and securities. Third house, the house of immediate environment and mindset. All in a row. How about that? So again, those little miracles continue. I need to sit quietly over this, and if it's worth sharing as just a full moon in Scorpio spread, I shall do that on another vid. Again, thank you so much, and I'll probably just pop at the end of this my journey with moving, because it was just too hilarious for words. There was stuff everywhere. Anyway, take care, everyone. I'd love to hear your thoughts and or see a video on your journey if you're having a big tarot moment. I'm always interested to hear about your personal stuff. Anything that you want to share, of course. Take care, everyone. Thanks so much again. Talk to you soon. Bye. Well, we did it. What would you do without your big brother? Just thought I'd throw this in the mix. My brother came over today and kindly assisted me with my lounge that I thought I could never in a Pink Fit lift because it's quite heavy and bulky, and we managed to get it down the hallway with a little bit of, you know, minor damage. It's a shame, but hey. And there it is, lying on its lying on its side. Oh God. Anyway, so I'm so thrilled because now I can actually begin the rebuild. So I feel that, yeah, the tower has been tearing down, and now I'm at the point where I can start putting things in some kind of order. So I have to move this heater first. Oh, look at this mess, seriously. It's really bizarre because once they all go back on a shelf, they'll have a home, but it just looks like it does my head in looking at this stuff everywhere. And now that cover there, which was on my massage table, I don't know what I'm going to do with the foam. The foam underneath is so damn comfortable, and it's very high quality and actually not easy to get anymore. So there you have it. This is stage 1.3. Talk to you again soon. Bye. Good morning, everyone. It is now the following day, and you can see I have quite a mess to deal with yet. It's an organised mess. I more or less know what I have here, but it's now a matter of sorting out what stays and what goes, which is quite challenging. I'm in my groovy pajamas. I have a coffee by my side. What else could one ask for? So here it is. The day after I managed, thanks to my wonderful brother, to move this big hefty couch. It was very, very tricky manoeuvring this this rather chunky lounge from one area to the other. My knuckles literally were scraping along that wall of things that I do need to keep. Like there'll be some reference materials. You can see over there there's a set of folders. That's a lot of reference material that I've collected over the years, and I do feel that this tower card is saying you don't need them anymore, but that's quite difficult. You know, a lot of this stuff is course material, my own research, both from my own psychological perspective as well as information I've gathered. This is the whole point. I feel the tower is saying to me, well, if you want the new you to be free, you want to make way for the birth of the new you, you need to let the old you disintegrate. And this material is attached to the old you. I have to trust now that it's time to adhere. Now I see the challenges from the tower card, because I'm at a fork in the road. I'm the crossroads card at the moment in the Lenormand. Which way to go with that? I would like to strike a happy balance there to keep a certain amount of reference material, but others need to go, and a lot of that is due to the fact that I have attended many courses. You'll see just some certificates up there on the wall. Others are on the floor, and I find that really quite bizarre. My Astro diploma is sitting on the floor, and it's like, well, I don't need to hang them up anymore. I'm proud of what I've achieved over the years and my studies, but it's almost like because I'm changing on so many levels at the moment, those certificates no longer apply to the person I'm growing into, maybe. The self that is knocking on the kind of back door of my psyche that's saying, listen, I'm almost ready to take the stage, just letting you know. So get rid of that stuff that no longer applies. That was the old play. You know, and that's what I feel this is. I'm bumping out. These are the props from the last play that worked. It was a huge success, you know, bums on seats kind of thing. But there is a new play beginning, and we need to pack these props away and make way for the new. We need to set the stage for the first scene of the play to come. And hanging those certificates on the wall is not part of the next play. So I'm certainly not going to burn them. But, yeah, they'll go into my rec room, I guess. Interesting stuff, isn't it? So I'm just sharing my, quiet early morning ponder. And we'll see what happens from here. So I'm going to carry on, and I'll let you know how I go, in the days to come with regards to, well, really it comes back to, again, what stays and what goes. And being brave enough and honest enough to follow through with some of these possessions that I love, that I treasure, and that I also know no longer apply. This is the tower. So here it is. I thought I would show you the result of this room, at least, after my crazy tower episode, which was highly disruptive and yeah, post upheaval. I have plenty of floor space and I'm really loving what I see in that regard. Just having that feeling where, you know, I can run to the center of the room with outstretched arms, spin around like a crazy person, and never knock anything over. So I'm left with some space and I'm very happy, and still adjusting. I have a few things to sell, so a few, you know, larger items to sell. But other than that, it's looking pretty good, I think. I'm going to end this video now, and I'm going to sit quietly later on tonight and just reflect on this whole journey, and if there's anything worthwhile sharing, I'll just tack it on to the end of this video. And just in case I forget later on in the evening, to say thank you very much. I know it's been quite some time between part 2 and part 3 of my tower journey, but I left it for a number of reasons. I was just having quite a few epiphanies along the way, and moments of catharsis, you might say. And so every time I sat down to do a video, I just think, no, it's not over yet. There'll be more. And actually there was so much more. If I shared the lot, I'd be here for, 3.5 hours. And I don't think you need that. So let's just say it has been an ongoing process. But really, all in all, this is the final result. This was the area that was calling for clarity and simplification. And as it stands, I'm really happy with the result. And I just get a sense that I'll be working with small groups of people, in the months to come, rather than only one-on-one, which was, what I've been doing for the last 10 years, basically. So I thought I have no choice. I cannot block that drive to make way for this new, I don't know, mode of operation, this new creative journey, which it's creative, it's career, it's life choice, lifestyle, it's everything. It's absolutely everything. So we'll see in time where it leads. So thanks very much, and I'll be back again soon. Cheers.